We live on a planet wrapped in concrete arteries. Look at any major city today, and you will see multi-lane highways packed end to end with vehicles. The modern world is engineered for constant, unbroken motion. Down at the street level, that density is even more aggressive. We stack our commercial centers so tightly that a daily commute means brushing shoulders with thousands of strangers. Human civilization is layered heavily on top of itself. It's easy to pull up a digital map on your phone and assume we've paved or populated every inch of Earth. You might wonder if true, absolute physical isolation is still possible anymore. But our maps can be deceiving. Hiding in plain sight, entirely untouched by roads, buildings, or crowds, is an absolute geographical void. Point Nemo is a mathematical coordinate in the South Pacific Ocean. There are no surface markers. Geographers calculated this spot as the oceanic pole of inaccessibility. Towards South America, New Zealand, or Antarctica, the nearest coastline is over 2,600 kilometers away. The name Point Nemo is a reference to Captain Nemo, the submarine commander who sought absolute isolation in Jules Verne's novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas. This location's fame is defined by its emptiness. These coordinates represent the extreme limit of human presence on the surface of the planet. If your boat's engine died at these coordinates, you would face a practical impossibility. There is no coastline to swim to, and no fishing villages waiting over the horizon. Any rescue operation would have to travel a punishing distance across the open sea just to reach you. You would likely wait a long time to see another person. Because there is no practical reason for commercial cargo routes to cut through this specific patch of water, the surface remains functionally empty of human traffic. The isolation extends to the ecosystem. The massive rotating ocean currents in the South Pacific trap these waters, resulting in extremely low levels of surface nutrients. Oceanographers describe the area as a biological desert. You will find microscopic organisms and some scattered fish surviving in the current. But compared to the nutrient-rich waters near coastlines, marine life here is exceptionally sparse. Along the horizontal plane, across the surface of the water in every direction, Point Nemo lacks both human infrastructure and complex marine life. It is a biological vacuum. The distance to the nearest human being changes when you stop looking across the water and look straight up instead. Because the nearest people on land are thousands of kilometers away, astronauts orbiting overhead aboard the International Space Station at an altitude of just a few hundred kilometers are often the closest living humans to Point Nemo. This connection to space extends downward into the water. Aerospace engineers utilize this massive, lifeless footprint as a controlled spacecraft cemetery. When satellites reach the end of their operational lifespans, agencies calculate their re-entry trajectories to safely crash the debris into these remote waters, far away from any populated land. Decades of aerospace history now rest on the Pacific floor. The location furthest removed from terrestrial civilization serves as a submerged graveyard for our most advanced orbital technology. Deliberately sailing to this coordinate requires a serious expedition. A vessel has to cross enormous stretches of open ocean, carrying massive fuel reserves and advanced satellite communications, operating in total self-reliance. And underneath your boat, hundreds of meters straight down, the environment is dominated by crushing pressure, near freezing temperatures, and total darkness. While we can track satellites falling from the sky above it with mathematical precision, the deep ocean stretching directly beneath this point remains an alien, largely unexplored frontier. Sitting at Point Nemo, you would experience complete sensory deprivation. No streetlights, no traffic, no crowds. Meanwhile, thousands of kilometers away, millions of people would be moving through the ceaseless noise and motion of global cities. We are used to looking at digital maps that shrink the globe down to the size of a screen. But the physical distance to the nearest patch of land from this spot proves how untamed our planet still is. On an Earth approaching 8 billion people, Point Nemo remains a place where humanity simply fades away into the quiet dark.